Hi guys, I wanted to hop on today and chat to you about this one thing for manifesting that is really quite fun and really just is important on all levels. And I'm just going to explain why it's important and go over some ways that you can incorporate it into your life. So, the thing I'm talking about is having fun and just playfulness, being lighthearted, and incorporating play into your everyday life. And the reason it raises the reason it's important one of the reasons is because it raises your vibration. And just when you're in a lighthearted, playful expression or having fun, you are in higher emotional states. So you're in joy, you're like, in bliss, having fun and feeling good, and you're just in a better feeling place. So whenever you're in a better feeling place, that's going to pull and call in other things that are also of that type of vibration. And so just doing fun activities and actually finding time to really do the things that you love and incorporating them into your life. Another thing that it's good for is play is it encourages detachment. And by doing more playful acts and having fun and being in the moment, it helps you not always focus on your manifestation. And sometimes when we focus too hard on our manifestation coming, we can feel like, all the little details we're dwelling on it, and then we're also feeling the lack of it. And when you're feeling any lack towards your manifestation, then it can delay the process of it coming in because you're also feeling lack, which therefore you wouldn't have it, if that makes sense. Like, as much as you're telling yourself that you want it, you're also feeling like it's not here. So it can't be here when you're feeling like it's not here. Another thing, I've just written some notes so I would remember everything. It sparks creativity and inspiration. So playfulness opens your mind to new ideas and different solutions. So when you're being playful and you're having fun and you're in this state, it just kind of opens you up to seeing a brighter outcome, or seeing maybe a bigger picture, or having just a broader perspective on stuff, because you're just like having fun with it. You're not thinking seriously, and this can really open you up to just new ideas and new solutions to maybe how things would flow into your life. When you're creating, you're like essentially pulling more things from the ether. You're have any of you guys ever made a project, or you start a project and then it turns out totally different than you thought, because all your like thoughts and your ideas just kind of shift, and you're like, oh, this would be even better. I find like half the time I'm like making something and then it turns out way cooler or just different because I get fun playing. Or you have a happy accent, you mess something up, and then you're like, oh, how can I shift this or make up for it? And then you end up making a really cool thing because you're in just like this playful, fun loving, explorative mood. So that's what I wanted to say about that. And then it also helps strengthen the mind body connection. So fun and play reduces stress, and it also releases endorphins. And this can just make you feel good physically and mentally. And a healthy, relaxed body and mind creates just really fertile ground for manifestation by reducing resistance and fostering clarity. So when you're just in that playful mood and you're feeling all good and you have like these good, happy feelings and good endorphins, you're just gonna have, that's the perfect atmosphere for more good things to start flowing into your life. You're basically being a magnet for more of those feelings and more of those moods. So I feel like that's just a given. Like it's a lot of us, I feel like, or a lot of people, not all of us, but a lot of people really get down on themselves or make real rules around like how much they're allowed to play, or like I have to do this much work, and like I have to finish so much and so much before I can play, or I have to do all these things. And sometimes it's like, well, if you would just play all those things, you'll be able to have the space and like the focus, because you kind of got that out of the way, rather than like having to always like grind and then get to play. Like, give yourself the opportunity and the the go ahead to actually just play first and see how that makes you feel. Not if you have a major test or something coming up, but you know what I mean. And it just also, it aligns you with abundance, because play often involves a sense of freedom, possibility, and abundance. Like, when you're being able to play, you're actually just feeling like, yes, I'm like, I have all the things that I want to be doing. And that's just a really big feeling of abundance. And the qualities that align with energy of receiving, it's just, that is play in an essence. I've just been seeing it from so many different ways lately. Sorry, it got really bright out. And whether it's laughing with friends, exploring a hobby, dancing, play helps you feel like life is already full of joy. And so that's just like, the more that we can be in those good feeling places with friends or loved ones, or even just ourselves, the more it's already feeling like everything you have is right there with you. Strengthens trust in the process. So trusting the universe is crucial for manifestation, and play reminds you that life doesn't always have to be so serious. And really, like, life can get really serious really quick, especially when we've went through some really hard things, or there's like a big shift in our life. And I noticed this because I've just had a baby, and it seemed like I'm getting a lot of play, but it was a lot of play for my little girl. And I started to not have my creative time and my, the things that I like to do for play. Sure, I'm like loving going out in nature and playing with her and like singing with her, and like there's so much stuff I love playing with her, but then a sense of my like really my truth to who I am in the way that I like to play wasn't there. And I think sometimes we think, oh, life's so serious that we have to like, there's a big shift and then everything becomes different and very serious. And this can happen, like if you lose your job, you're like, you might not give yourself the ability to play, because now you're like, oh, I have to get a job secure, or I have to work really hard, before you're like giving yourself permission to actually enjoy yourself or let loose or play or have fun. So that's just one thing. I think it really aligns you with abundance. And it, even though, it's just, I feel like even though you might have important things that you have to do, like play is going to get you to what you want quicker, in a sense, because it's just such a magnet for attracting all those other good feeling things. So if you have a job, like maybe if you went out and you were playing, or you were interacting with people and you were out dancing, or you were at a workshop, or you like did this yoga class, well, maybe that's how you're going to meet this new boss or coworker. Like, there's just, when you're actually playing and you're out, you're in such a good mood and you're really magnetic, and that also pulls things in. And that's the next point that I kind of wanted to talk about, was making you a magnet for positive relationships. Manifesting often involves collaboration and connections, and playful attitude just makes you more approachable and attractive to other people that are also like-minded and playful. So whenever you're in that playful, fun state, you're just being a radiant beam of light, basically. And other people see that, and they're drawn to that, because they're like, ooh, I want to be having fun. I want to play. I want to like be a part of that. And I really think that's a big part of manifesting, is being able to, have fun and connect with others that are having fun. And there's just so much more magic that happens when you're coexisting in that way. So that's kind of the things I wanted to talk about on why I think that it's really positive to have play and how it really does help manifesting. Then some things how you can incorporate playfulness into your manifesting. Just doing activities that you love, like drawing, dancing. You can do games, hiking, whatever you really love, whether it's like, it can be anything, it can be small. Even if it is video games, like allow yourself to do something like that, but just don't get sucked into it where you're just never leaving your room and you're not making new friends or you're not making interactions. A big part of it, I think, is like, or doing something that you see a rewarding result at the end, like making a song or like creating something or writing or journaling or even cleaning your house. And if you really enjoy that feeling after, like that satisfaction that you get is really important. So if you feel like you get this really good boost after and you're not like just kind of drained, then that's perfect. Just practice laughter, watch comedy, tell jokes, or just laugh with friends and just be like silly and allow yourself to just let loose and practice like, laughing. Embrace your inner child and let yourself engage in childlike wonder, such as playing outside, coloring, or exploring curiosity. Also, if there was things that you did 11:11 on the clock, maybe make a wish. Maybe if there's things that you did when you were a kid that you don't do now that you just really loved, and you thought maybe you've grown out of it or something, maybe just try it again. Maybe go hang on some jungle gym and like, go explore different things that you did as a child and see if that is still fun, because often we don't really grow out of stuff. It's just our lives got busy or we changed or things happened. But manifest through play by creating a vision board as a fun craft project, or write playful stories, or daydream about your life. Like just have play in the whole process of dreaming up your reality. And that can be a lot of fun too, working towards something in a playful way that way. And yeah, that's just what I wanted to hop on and tell you guys, is that I felt like I've been seeing a lot of play show up in my life because of my daughter and seeing how much bliss and joy she is. And she's the craziest manifester. She manifests everything for herself. She's so abundant. And I feel like this is a big part of it. And so I wanted to hop on and chat to you guys about this. And yeah, that's all I wanted to say. If you like this, thumbs up or subscribe. I have quite a few other videos right now for different tips that have worked for me. So check them out if you like. Sending you guys all the blessings and love. I hope that you have a lovely day. Bye.